Okay, so these are the notes for worksheet number 3. And we're continuing on what? Ellipses, right? Continuing on ellipses. Okay, so on worksheet 1, we saw you were graphing ellipses that were centered at 0, 0. That was worksheet 1. Yesterday's assignment, worksheet 2, the center was not 0, 0 anymore. It was somewhere else, but I hope it was just as easy. So you were given the equation, and then from there you can read the center, and you can see how much you have to go left and right to find the vertices, and up and down to find the other vertices, and then you can sketch your ellipse. Okay, today it's going to be backwards. Today you're actually going to write the equation. The graph's going to be given to you. The graph's going to be given to you. You gotta produce the equation. So what is the equation? What is the general form of the equation of an ellipse? Here it is. Ready? Let's write it down. Here's the equation of an ellipse. The equation of an ellipse, remember, well, first of all, remember, it's always equal to 1. We always want a 1. It's always equal to 1. There's a 1 on this side. And then we got something over something, like it's kind of like 2 fractions, right? And then this number is, it's not always a perfect square number, but we do have to take the square root of it. So we'll just call this one a squared, and we'll call this one b squared, right? Because they're different numbers. That's how we give them a different letter. So you'll have numbers down here, and then up here is the what? Well, one of them is going to be the x minus h squared, right? This is the x part that's squared. And this part over here is the y. And then that part is squared like that. And then, you can't use x and y because x and y are part of the equation here, but they use these h and k. This h and k number, remember like yesterday, that's your center, but you do the opposite. Remember that? So your center is h and k, right? From the one next to the x. Remember the opposite. That's why it has a negative. That's why it has a negative, like not that number, right? Like negative is like not, like if it says minus 5, like not 5. So it's, anyways, your center is what? You look up here, right? Is this h and k. All right. So this is, and again, if you look at the worksheet for 2 days ago, those were the ones centered 0, 0, and then the ones yesterday had h and k like this. But there, once you have numbers here, they make sense, right? Okay. So here's what your equation should look like when you produce it. Hey.
Can I see 2 other students? I need to see.
Hold on.
Julia.
All right, so here we go. We're going to sketch we're going to do one centered at 0, 0. So put a dot there. That's the center. Everything goes out the center. The center is 0, 0. And Alex, give me a number from 1 to 10. 8. I like that number, Alex. Everybody go 8 this way to the right. And put a dot there for that vertices. And everybody go 8 to the left. Okay. And Caitlin, give me a number less than 6. 4. Okay. So everybody agree we went 8 and 8 this way, like 8 this way and 8 this way? Yeah, we went 8 this way. And she said 4. Okay, let's go 4 up this way. And let's go 1, 2, 3, 4 this way. Okay, so let's graph it. Remember, oh, wait a minute. I forgot to put 4 and 4. I got to know what these numbers are. It's 4 and 4. Okay. All right. So here's the ellipse. When you look at the assignment today, the ellipse is already going to be graphed for you. Okay, the ellipse is going to be graphed. You guys go ahead and sketch this ellipse out like this. It'll be there. You don't have to graph it. It'll already be there. Okay, I'm just starting from scratch. Now, how do we produce the equation for this ellipse? Well, let's see. What's the center here? If the center is 0, 0, where does that reflect on the equation? Remember, the center is the numbers up here? Yeah, you don't want to put x minus 0 and y minus 0. So that'll be just your right. Since the center is 0, 0, up here, let's write this first of all. Something squared plus something squared equals 1. But since the center is 0, 0, there's no numbers, right? There's no displacement. It's at the origin. You just have to put x squared plus y squared up here. Yeah? Now you tell me what number goes under here. What number goes here and what number goes here? Which one goes here under the x squared? 64. Okay, how did you get that?
Because it's supposed to be a squared. So if you the vertices, only multiply it. You got an exponent to the power of 2.
Mm-hmm.
A squared.
Okay, so remember x, or under the x squared, is how much you went left and right on the x. Remember this way? How much did Alex say to go this way and this way? How much was that? It was 8, right? But you have to do what? Now we're going backwards, so now you got to what? Square it, yeah? Because we went on the x left and right 8 and 8. And isn't that going to be true for the y now? How much did we go up and down? 4. But that's not the number that goes there. That's the number that has to be what? Squared. So what's going to be the final equation? Everybody understand that? What's going to be the final equation for this ellipse? X squared over what? 64 plus y squared over what? 16 equals 1. Right? Because if this is 64, wouldn't you have to square root it? And then that's when you go 8 and 8. Does that make sense? Here we're just going backwards, right? Yeah. So it's not really anything new. Again, on the first day you were given the equation and then you had to graph it. But now you're going to be given the graph, you got to produce the equation. All right, we're good? Any questions? No. Okay, let's do another one. Ready? I'm just gonna graph another easy one. Center 0, 0. Go ahead and follow this, graph it out. Put your center at 0, 0 right there, boom. Okay. So this time I'm going to go 9 up and 9 down. 9 this way and 9 this way. So if it's 0, well, it's easy. You count up 9 and you count down 9. That's easy to count. I got to look at these vertices and know how much it is off of the center, right? 9 and 9. And let's go 5 left and right. 5 and 5. From the center, right? It has to be this. Okay. 5 and 5. All right. Knowing this, you should be able to count from here to there or count from... Okay, then here's the ellipse. Okay, here's the ellipse. It's already going to be graphed for you, right? When the center is 0, 0, what's true about the equation? It's just going to be x squared plus y squared equals 1. Remember, all of these always just equal to 1 on that side. So, but the center is 0, 0, so we don't have any numbers over here. And what number should be under the x squared? Yeah, it's going to be 5 squared because, I'm sorry, well, it's going to be 25, right? Because you're going to get the 5 and square it. You guys agree with that? And why is it 5? Because on the x, which is x is left and right, that's how much it was from the center to each vertices? Yeah. And what's the number that's going to be on the y here? Because we're almost done here. 81. Fácil. And why is it 81? Because it's 9 squared. Hello. Are we good now? We see how easy this is? Okay. The center is not going to be 0, 0 anymore. We did the easy ones now. I'm going to put the center somewhere else. Yeah, go to the other graph. All right. Everybody put the center at right here at 5, negative 7. Oh, no way. That sucks. Okay, let me pause it then. And okay, so the center, what did I say the center is right there? Anybody can see that? Focus. 5, 7? 5 on the x, negative 7. Everybody, you're gonna have to call out your own center or identify it correctly. 5 positive on the x, negative 7. Okay. You got to write it down, okay? Don't just have it in your head. Okay, then I'm going to go 3 down from there and 3 up from there to put 2 vertices. 3 up and 3 down. Everybody good? Yeah? And then I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to the right and 1, 2, 3, 4 to the left. It's almost a circle, but it's not. It's still an ellipse. 3 up, 3 down, and 4 left and 4 right. Okay. All right. For this way and 4 left, 4 right, and 3 up and 3 down. Okay. All right. So what? This should be something squared plus something squared equals 1, right? It's always equal to 1. And then I got to have some numbers underneath here. Now, if the center is, I'm going to write it over here. If you've already identified the center as 5, negative 7, who could tell me what goes up here? X minus 5, correct. For the x, it's 5, but you write the opposite, correct? Y plus 7. That is correct. Everybody good? See, now you're going to, that's what these numbers are up here. These numbers tell you the center, but yeah, it's the opposite. This is positive 5. Over here should be the opposite, negative 5. This is negative 7. Over here for the y should be, okay, positive 7, the opposite. And under the x, or x squared, you're going to put what? Well, it was 4, right? You went 4 and 4. So what should be here? 16, right? Why 16? Because you have to square it. That's, 4 squared. Correct. And we're almost done. There's a number that I need to put under here. Y was 3, but you got to square it, right? So that's going to be 9, because that's 3 squared. Okay, questions? We're good? We can handle that? We're good? Okay, last one. I'm just going to put 4 vertices, okay? I'm not going to tell you where it is. Put the center right there. Can you guys see where that is? And okay, go ahead and Give me the equation of this. Give me the equation for that ellipse. Yeah, make sure you get the center first. The dot's not going to be there. You're going to have to look at the graph and see where it looks like the center is. Yeah, this one's negative 4, 3. What else do we need? Well, from the center, how much do we go left and right? I need to know that number. How much do we need to go this way, and how much is it going to go this way? Everybody agree it's 2? From the center, I have to go 2 that way, and you have to go 2 that way, right? Because the center's in the middle. Okay, so that's a good number to know. And something else. What else are you going to need to know? Well, the same thing, but up and down. It should be the same number, right? What is that? How much is that? Anybody got it? I got 6, yes, 6. So if it's 6 this way, I'm sure it's also 6 this way. Okay, that's the information you need. Now you can write your equation. Let's see. It has to be parentheses something squared, parentheses something squared equals 1, right? It always equals to 1. And we're also going to get some numbers on the bottom. But let's worry about the top first. The top is the center. So what's going to have to happen here? Well, this is the one with the x. This is the one with the y. What should I put here? Plus 4. Remember the opposite. This one's going to be what? Minus 3, correct? And what number goes under the x or the x squared here? 4. Why 4? Well, the x displacement, x left and right like the x-axis was 2, but you remember you got to square it. Now we're going backwards, so you got to square it. Yeah. And what number goes here? 36. Because y, how much did I have to go up and down on y? 6, but you have to square it. Okay? Okay, we got it? That's going to be the assignment today. So let me stop this video here.